for over a decade. One of the greatest open-world RPGs ever made was held hostage by the Wii U. Now that Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition is finally free, it begs a massive question. Can a game originally built for a dead console actually outclass the bloated open worlds of 2026? Strap in, because this isn't your typical JRPG. We are about to find out if this cult classic is a masterpiece or just nostalgia. Earth is gone, and humanity's last survivors have crash-landed on an untamed alien rock called Mira. You aren't just saving the world here, you're literally trying to build a new one from scratch. As a member of Blade, your core loop revolves around mapping unknown continents and surviving hyper-aggressive alien wildlife. It's a sci-fi survival epic mixed with deep, class-based MMO-style combat. You'll spend hours running across sprawling landscapes on foot, gathering resources and picking fights with dinosaurs the size of skyscrapers. But the real magic happens when you finally earn your license to pilot a Skell. That's right, this game hands you the keys to a transforming, heavily armed mech. Suddenly, a massive, intimidating world becomes your personal sci-fi playground. Let's talk about the star of the show, the planet Mira. Even by today's standards, this map is an absolute marvel of level design. There are no artificial loading screens or hand-holding markers dragging you along. The world feels authentically alien, dangerous, and brilliantly layered. When you look at the seamless verticality here, it frankly embarrasses a lot of modern AAA titles. Then, there are the Skells. Getting your first mech completely shatters and rebuilds the exploration loop. Mountains that took 20 minutes to climb on foot can now be conquered in seconds. But combat in a Skell is a double-edged sword. While dropping heavy ordnance is visually stunning, the mechanics can feel a bit clunky and overwhelming compared to modern action RPGs. It's ambitious, but messy. And we can't ignore the sound design. The soundtrack by Hiroyuki Sawano is infamously polarizing. One minute you're exploring to a sweeping orchestral epic, and the next, you're fighting a boss while heavy hip-hop vocals blast in your ears. It's weird, it's chaotic, and honestly, it fits the melting pot vibe of the game perfectly, but purists might still find it highly distracting. Looking at the pulse of the community on Reddit and Twitter, the biggest pro is unanimously the sheer scale of discovery. Fans are obsessed with how rewarding it feels to fully map out Mira. The freedom of transitioning from on-foot exploration directly into high-altitude mech flight without a single loading screen is something gamers are still blowing their minds over. On the flip side, the biggest con is the painfully convoluted UI and information overload, even with the Definitive Edition upgrades. Players are loudly complaining about the tiny text and the sheer wall of tutorials you have to smash your head against. The story also takes a backseat to the world building, leaving narrative-focused JRPG fans feeling a little cold and disconnected. So, is Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition worth your hard-earned cash? If you value world building, deep customization, and the thrill of discovery above all else, this is a must. It successfully shakes off the dust of the Wii U and proves that its core design was light years ahead of its time. However, if you hate complex menus, you might bounce off hard. Ultimately, it's a beautifully flawed, wildly ambitious sci-fi sandbox that demands your patience. If you can push through the steep learning curve, you're in for a 100-hour journey, unlike anything else on the market today. It's time to suit up and reclaim humanity's future. Final rating, 8.5 out of 10.